Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Joshua, the artist behind Spells and Specimens. So I just filmed a ton of content and I made an upgrade to the channel where, if you watch my last video, I kept saying, I don't know if I'm in frame or I don't know what you guys can see because I film with my back camera. So I have got this screen that connects to my phone so I can see what you're seeing, but the entire time I was looking at the screen and not you. So I didn't like that, so I'm going to re-record everything. But in my last video, I was finally able to print a sticker and get my Epson EcoTank 8500 set up, as well as my Siser Juliet cutting machine. And yeah, it took a lot to be able to print a sticker, and there were still issues that I need to troubleshoot. I have printed some stickers since then, and I think it's getting a lot better, but I still want to kind of troubleshoot a few things. And I still have some sticker paper that I haven't tested out yet, like my sample pack from OnlineLabels, so I wanted to try that out. And I received my order from Red River Paper, and I got my sample pack, and I did print kind of the same exact art on each piece of paper, just to kind of see how the colors would come out, what I like, what I don't like, just to see, you know, what I can order in the future for my shop. And I also wanted to kind of describe more of who I am as an artist, my art, and really my profession, because the two are related. So I am a medical laboratory scientist. We typically work in hospital laboratories, reference laboratories, independent labs, and we provide laboratory data or lab results to clinicians to help diagnose, treat, and manage their patients. The different areas that we work in include areas like hematology, clinical chemistry, microbiology, blood bank, and there are different specialized laboratories as well, like flow cytometry, special chemistry, HLA, many different labs that we can work in. And we can also work outside of the laboratory. Actually, most of my career has been outside of the laboratory. For 7 years, I was a full-time instructor and professor at a university, and now I'm kind of at an industry partner where I create educational content for the medical laboratory profession. So we have a lot of job opportunities, and one of the major issues that we face is nobody knows who we are, and that has created a lot of issues for our profession. When I was at the university, I had a lot of graduate students who had degrees in biology, chemistry, just a basic science. And they always tell me, well, I wish I had known about medical laboratory science and I would have went straight into this. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that have, gotten a bachelor's in biology, chemistry, and they love it. But a lot of people, I think they may struggle finding a job, or they may struggle finding a job that they like that also pays well. And, a lot of people go into a basic science because they have goals and aspirations to go to graduate school, whether it's, med school, dentistry, pharmacy, physician assistant. And it can be great for that, but you can also use medical laboratory science as a foundational degree. You can work as a medical laboratory scientist or technician your entire career and have an amazing, wonderful career, or you can use it as a foundational degree to move on to something else that, you really love. So this is one of the ways that I'm hoping to kind of provide the face, as we call it. When you are, going to get some type of care, when you go to the doctors, when you go to the hospital, you rarely, if ever, interact with a medical laboratory professional. We are super behind the scenes, so we don't have the same relationship that you have with your doctor or your nurses or your therapists, like your physical therapist, your occupational therapist. So in my case, I'm double board certified as a medical laboratory scientist, as well as a specialist in hematology. I love hematology, which is the study of blood and blood-forming organs, and you'll see that reflected in my artwork. For example, here I kind of have a print of different red blood cell morphologies, and I kind of just have them all on one print here because I just wanted to test out the paper and see kind of how the colors came out. But to give a little bit of context, we can take your blood, we can take a drop, put it on a microscope slide, we can create a smear, and then we can stain it and look at it under a microscope. And we can actually see individual red blood cells, which are about 7 microns on average, or 7 micrometers, very, very tiny. We can also see individual platelets, which are actually much smaller, white blood cells, things like that. And depending on how those cells appear, their morphologic characteristics, we can tell a lot about your health status and what diseases or conditions you may have. So, for example, here you have an acanthocyte, an echinocyte, also called a spur cell and a Burr cell. This is actually a hemoglobin crystal. I don't know if it's going to stay like this or if I'm going to make any changes, but this is a polychromatophilic erythrocyte, which is basically, this is a very immature one. You can tell by the color. It's basically the form of a red blood cell before it's considered completely mature. So a slightly immature red blood cell. This is a sickle cell, if you've ever heard of sickle cell anemia. It's also called a drepanocyte. And then this is just a fragmented red blood cell or a schistocyte, basically a little piece of red blood cell. I also made these into stickers. So I have the polychromatophilic erythrocyte, the acanthocyte, and the echinocyte. So I'm really hoping to, again, provide the face with my art. There's tons of things that I want to see reflected in art in general, things that I want to add to my sticker book, things that I want to hang on my wall that just aren't out there. So I thought, well, I'll just create it myself. And I wanted to try to make it educational as well. So for example, if I make individual prints of one of these red blood cell morphologies, on the front would be the print, obviously the artwork. And then on the back, I could have something like acanthocyte and then give you information about why the shape change occurs, what diseases and conditions it's associated with. If you have that educational piece on the back, it might be easier to appreciate. And I think a lot more people would kind of connect with the artwork. And again, it's, providing the face for the profession. So we'll see. I don't know how to do that exactly right now, but I'll figure it out. Something else I wanted to mention quickly is explaining the name of my art shop, Spells and Specimens. So I just explained the specimens part to you. That has to do with my profession as an MLS. We work with patient specimens. The spells part comes from my love for Halloween and all things horror. I really live my life as if Halloween was year-round. I was laughing at myself a while back because I was putting up some Halloween decorations a few months ago. My Halloween season is kind of like August through February, and I have limited space, so I have to pack some things away to make room for the seasonal Halloween decorations. And I was basically just packing away more Halloween decorations. So it's just who I am, and that part of me will definitely be reflected in my art as well. Sometimes the spells and specimens will be mixed, sometimes they'll be separate, but that's where the name comes from. Okay, so now that you know a little bit more about me and my art, why I'm here, let's get on to the other part of the video, which is basically we're going to print some more stickers on the sticker paper that I haven't used yet, now that I kind of know what I'm doing, and I'm going to go through now that I have better light. Unfortunately, the lighting is not great today. It's kind of gloomy, but now that I have a bit better natural light, I'm going to take a look at the prints and kind of see which of the types of paper in that sample pack that I got from Red River Paper that I think will work best for me. Just taking a quick look, they're pretty much all beautiful. I think it'll just really depend on like the thickness that I need and what works best for my prints. So we'll take a look at that as well. All right, my first voiceover on the channel. So I wanted to take you through the different types of paper that I received in my sample pack. Aurora Art Natural 250, Aurora Art White 250, 68-pound Ultra Pro Satin 4.0, 60-pound River Linen 2.0, 60-pound Polar Matte, 47-pound Premium Matte, and Palo Duro etching. Okay, to start off, this is Aurora Art White 250. It's a medium weight paper with slight texture. It's a nice bright white color. This is Aurora Art Natural 250. This is essentially the same, but it's more of a warm natural white. This is Palo Duro etching. This is a very heavy and very textured paper, but the colors really pop. This is also a warmer white. This is 60-pound River Linen. You can see that it has that linen texture that personally I'm just really not a fan of. This is 60-pound Polar Matte. an excellent option if you want a medium weight paper. This will probably be my go-to paper for prints. This is 47-pound premium matte. Personally, this was not heavy enough for me, although I thought the colors really looked amazing on that paper. And finally, we have 68-pound Ultra Pro Satin 4.0, a good option if you want a medium weight glossy paper. These are just some quick notes that I jotted down for reference later. Like I said, from this sample pack, I would choose 60-pound Polar Matte as my go-to for matte prints and 68-pound Ultra Pro Satin 4.0 for glossy prints. However, I do have another sample pack coming from Red River Paper with more options, so stay tuned for that. Hi, and welcome back to day 2. So I just got back from doing a little bit of shopping and running some errands, and I'm running out of daylight, unfortunately. But I did go ahead and print the sticker paper that I ordered from OnlineLabels. So I just got basically matte, regular glossy, and a clear glossy. Everything looks good after printing. The only thing that I noticed that there are some marks, it looks like, on the actual paper itself on the glossy, which I don't really like. I don't know how it'll look once I put adhesive over it and cut it out, but I can see these marks on the sticker. I don't know if that's maybe just the paper that they send out in sample packs and it's not like their best quality paper, but we'll see how that turns out. So I'm going to get some adhesive on these and then send it over to my cutting machine. Okay, hi again. I have no light, but I just finished cutting the clear glossy ones and I took it off the backing. Let's see what it looks like on sticker paper. I'm not a fan of the clear, at least for these stickers. It just doesn't really work and I don't think it looks super nice. So we're gonna move on to the regular glossy and the matte. And if you could see, like the adhesive just did not work well. You can see there's like bubbles under there. The adhesive just did not work well with clear glossy. So not for these stickers, but I'll cut out the matte and the regular glossy ones and we'll see how those look. Okay, I just got done printing from the OnlineLabel sample pack, the glossy and matte. I definitely have a favorite out of the two. So this is glossy here, and this is matte. So you can see like a kind of a clear difference between the two when it comes to color. Everything is just super muted with the matte. Everything kind of pops with the glossy. Hi, and welcome back to day 3 for this video. So just to wrap things up, I think what I've learned is for this set of stickers, I do not like the clear sticker paper. Maybe I'll order that again in the future for another set. But for this set, I'm gonna focus on glossy and matte, particularly glossy for this set of stickers. I think that's what's working the best. And I definitely want to figure out a better lamination process. I'm having a lot of issues with the Avery self-adhesive lamination sheets. Maybe that's something that I'm doing, but I did order a laminator that has hot and cold settings. So we'll see how that works for me. I also ordered some more paper from Red River Paper, so I'll wait for that order. They actually have sticker paper, which I just realized. So I ordered some of that, and then I ordered some heavier paper as well to test out for some other things. So I'll wait for that. I'll try out their sticker paper. I'm still going to print some more for my online order or OnlineLabels sample pack that I have. Troubleshoot some more things. I need to learn how to do kiss cut. I've only done die cut stickers so far, so that's something else that I want to work on in a future video. But I think that's going to wrap things up for now. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.